quite confident. So I think it was a bit of a Mickey take, obviously calling me shyness. It was a bit, yeah. That's me, never change.
What was it like back then playing in front of a full stadium and one thing or
Oh,
another?
it was brilliant. Used to love it. Certainly getting my chance to play in the Premier League, that was the main goal as a kid. So I'll always be thankful to certainly Alex McLeish and Birmingham for giving me that opportunity. So yeah, it was brilliant. Loved it.
As a player, right, you're on the pitch and you're playing and we bout out kick right on when it's coming from the corner. What does that actually feel like? Do you just sit there and absorb it in and just soak it in, or what?
I mean, that the second season more so, because obviously we had the cup run. I think I'll never forget that West Ham game.
What a night!
Never.
The atmosphere was
right
just
behind the goal there at the Tilton, right behind the goal.
Yeah.
Oh, it was like, this is it.
Well, when Carlton Cole scored, I thought,
trouble.
Yeah.
But
Trouble. But
correct me if I'm wrong, but Zigic come on, didn't he, second half? And I think that made
you might be right.
And I think they struggled with him a bit. They didn't know how to play him. And obviously we got the goal from Bowie, didn't we, off the corner? That was our screamer. And then obviously your header, which was great as well. And then obviously Craig, third time lucky, when he hit the post twice,
he had
didn't
a
he?
couple before it, didn't he? Your mate's texting me, Ian.
Oh, okay.
What do you want, Ian? I'm working.
Lady wife.
So yeah, that West Ham semi-final was just an amazing night, wasn't it?
For atmosphere, that's the best, I think. And the Villa game in the court was obviously good.
Yeah.
Got a bit naughty.
Shame about all that. But it is what
14 and a half hours in the queue.
So talk us through the day of the final then. So did you stay over in London the night before?
Talk us through the Villa game, the West Ham game. And
and then the final.
There were three iconic games.
So did you do much after we beat Villa? Was it celebrations or? Was it kind of
a few of us went out into Solio actually.
What was their dressing room like? Did you manage to?
What was what like? Sorry.
With their dressing room like?
Well,
did you manage to poke your head in?
Didn't even hear. We have to walk past theirs to get to ours.
Right. Okay.
But we were just too buzzing, so loud.
Yeah.
Just brilliant. If that's even a sentence, but just it was to get through, and then like we said there, the West Ham game will just live with me forever. It was so up and down.
First, though, because it was over two legs, wasn't it?
It was over two. Yeah. The home fixture, but. Yeah, it was all right after. I mean, the away fixture, it was a bit of a nothing game, really.
At West Ham, was it?
2-1 to them.
Yeah.
But when Coley scored, he's a mate of mine, Coley, and
good player, wasn't he?
Good player. I thought, oh no, surely not. I just think the highs and lows of the whole second leg. To think, Christ, we're out here.
Some goal as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, brilliant goal.
Great strike.
Sloppy from us on that. It was from the throw-in, wasn't it? And he's just easily turned inside.
Can you see the goosebumps in my arms, look?
Yes, I can. That's because it's freezing in here.
No, it's nothing to do with it, believe me. I get them every week.
When Coley scored, I thought, oh no, that's could be dream over. And then got in at half time, and I think we just knew we had certain players, myself, Kari, Bose, Fergie, Alex McLeish. I just think we.
What did he say to you at half time? We don't talk a lot about
word for word. I can't
but
put my finger on it word for word, but something along the lines of, look, we've come this far and you're just throwing it away. And I don't think we played that badly. It was just there was no atmosphere from us, not the fans. And obviously when they scored, the fans kind of lower, get lower, and it was just a weird feeling. And then second half, we were non-stop.
Unbelievable performance second half.
All half.
Yeah.
And there were some really good standout performances in that second half. And I just think, like the names I just mentioned there, I think they got us through that second half, if you know what I mean. And to come out victorious at the end of that, being 3-1 down, 45 minutes to turn it around, just it don't get no better than that. To take yourself to the final as well, it's just
amazing.
What part do we as fans play in that?
A lot. I just said to you before we got on air there that that's for atmosphere, that's probably the best by the final. But the best atmosphere and for noise I probably ever played in. Yeah, I played a massive part. Certainly second half, because like I said there, it was just falling away from us, and it was dull in the first half, and the fans obviously would think we're going out, and a few players probably dropped their heads. But no, that half-time interval, we just got about each other. The manager said his bit, and then, like I said there, we had 45 minutes and we were just on it. We'd have beat anyone that day, absolutely on it.
Yeah.
And yeah, the crowd, they got us through. They saw that we were up for it, which lifts them, and then just after every goal, the noise was just
That was unbelievable.
immense. Yeah, I loved it.
I actually went a bit light-headed when you scored, because you got us back to 3-3 on aggregate, didn't you?
That was it. Yeah, it took
And I
us
remember,
extra time, didn't it?
Yeah, you know when you just like
Yeah,
you're that happy and you're like going that mad. I just remember sitting in my seat like after I'd sat down after you scored, and I just went, "Whoa!"
Yeah, as soon as Bo scored, I knew. I thought, right, we're on it. Yeah, we're at,
yeah, well, yeah,
just you pray for a corner, just land on your head.
yeah. Must have been some feeling though when you scored that header.
Yeah, it's a week tomorrow. A week tomorrow.
Yeah.
What am I on about?
Was it 9 years?
9 years
9 years
tomorrow.
yesterday. Tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm going to chuck something on my Instagram because I've got the video of the goal. I just put a little 9 years ago today. Yeah, it's tomorrow, the second leg in it with the semi-final.
Oh, okay. God, time flies.
It does. Where's it gone?
What an anniversary, though. What an anniversary.
Yeah.
What a memory. Thank you.
Superb memory.
Yeah.
Superb. Thank you for having me there.
Oh, mate, I tell you.
Loved every minute.
Yeah.
Where do we go from there?
It's the final.
The final, yeah.
The build-up.
So talk us through like what the squad did, say the day before. Do you all link up the day before and travel to?
Yeah, we travelled down night before. Stayed in a hotel.
How are you feeling then? Nervous or?
Yeah, I didn't really get nervous. I got anxious.
Yeah.
I just wanted it.
Yeah.
Now I hate waiting.
Yeah.
For games,
Impatient,
very impatient. And then you get a bit anxious and you're running through scenarios.
Yeah.
And some players struggle to deal with that.
Yeah.
I was okay. I was just more. I don't know. It was such a weird feeling. It's hard to explain, but anxious is probably the best word I can use for me personally. I wanted to get on the pitch, get going. Just all the hours and build up, waiting. I just wanted to get out there and get going and get the job done.
So where did you stay?
Do you know what? I've actually. Was it Chelsea Harbour? I think we stayed in the Chelsea Harbour.
Okay.
But yeah, good. Me and my roomie, I was roomie with Fergie.
Yeah.
What was that wall of noise like when you walked through that tunnel? Because for me,
yeah, coming out.
I was just in the corner. As you walked out, I was in the corner on your left-hand side, pretty much up to the top.
Okay.
And it was like, what is going on in front of me?
Yeah, I find myself flicking. I don't mind watching a YouTube video, and I find myself flicking, and it always comes up because I've searched it before. It's on like a feed, and it must remind YouTube that I search for Birmingham games. So it comes up now and then, and I always flick on it just to watch it.
I'm forever watching it.
Yeah,
so you're thinking, you're standing in the tunnel now. You're about to walk out. You got Arsenal's players next to you.
Yeah.
What's going through your mind then? Are you just like
fully focused? I'm not that sort of guy. I don't interact with no one. I just keep my head obviously away from the other team. I've got no interest. Yeah. And just getting in behind our boys.
Yeah.
Shouting what I'd normally shout. But we know it's it's a one-off.
Oh yeah.
We mentioned it earlier. I thought my my cups were done after the FA Cup in 2008, the FA Cup, and to get another opportunity to go back to a big final, I weren't letting this one slip.
Yeah,
first time.
Well, one thing sticks with me in that final as well, when Bowyer went through and he was clearly onside. Yeah, and he's brought down. It's a clear penalty. The goalkeeper should have got a red card, and they give offside. And he was like onside by about the width of his table, wasn't he? We would have been moaning about that if we hadn't gone on to win it.
I always thought, but that's the thing. People always ask me that, and we were unlucky. Obviously, should have gone down to 10 men. I'm glad it stayed exactly the way it did. Yeah, because it might have changed the format of the game. Yeah, so I'm glad everything was what it was.
Yeah. So there we are then. Okay, 1-0 to the Blues.
Yeah, Zigic.
And then 1-1 to Arsenal. What's that feeling like then? You 1-0 up for a good portion of the game.
So you won the first flick on, didn't you?
Yeah, I won the header and then Ziggy flicked it, yeah.
Yeah. Who did you beat in the air, can you remember?
Yes, it was.
Because I can't.
Come back to me.
Yeah.
It'll come. It would have been Koscielny.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, Koscielny.
And then Zigic just.
So there we are. 1-1. What's that feeling like?
It was annoying. It was against the run of play, and the gaffer actually had a go at me. About a minute before that, I think we'd had a free kick, and it had gone too big, and then I'd run out to go and get it from the byline, and they'd flicked it, and it was going out for a throw, and I kept it in. Mm-hmm. Made a pass, and then another pass got made, and we give it away. So we were everyone was sprinting back. Because he was probably right, the gaffer, to be fair. But I had so much time, and I just thought, well, we'll keep them up here rather than just getting at half time. I agree. Now looking after it afterwards, I kind of agree. Should have probably just killed the half, but no, they ended up bloody scoring from that, didn't they? So
because Will shoot the crossbar, didn't he, just before?
Yeah, that was it.
And then Arshavin's gone down the right, hasn't he, and cut it back, and then Van Persie's just
poor header from Fergie. I think he headed it when it rattled the bar, and he sort of flicked it straight down to them, and yeah, I'll give him a bit of a roasting for that, better header. But yeah, it was a weird one because I didn't think they deserved to sort of go in at.
No, we were
by
far the better team.
But having said that, they didn't win it, so
no.
That's
the main thing.
Yeah,
but I have arguments with loads of people. They say, "Oh, well, how did you beat them?" I said, "Oh, hang about. I've watched it back, and I'm not a deluded person.
No.
If it was a snatch and grab, I'd say that.
Yeah.
But no, I think we fully deserved to win it.
Yeah. Fully deserved to win the West Ham game. Fully deserved to win the Villa game.
Well, over 2 legs,
To win
the final.
Yeah.
The final, I believe we were, I'm not going to say by far the better team, but we deserved to win that game.
Yeah.
Then Obafemi puts that ball in off the goalkeeper. We never get looked like that.
No.
We're Birmingham City. We don't.
I was waiting for it to be disallowed because I just went numb.
Yeah.
And I was waiting for the ref to signal for a foul on the keeper. Anything. I was just like, that don't happen to us, like you say. And
yeah, weird. It
was like an out-of-body experience in the stands. Was it on the field?
It was. I didn't know what to do. I mean, I love Chesney and Koscielny for the rest of my life. But what a feeling.
Oh. Who battered him on the head?
Fergie. Yeah. No, weird feeling. It's hard to explain. Really hard to explain. Don't know.
And then what about holding on for them last few minutes?
That's perfect. Right up my street, that.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have scored in a month of Sundays. I'm telling you. But yeah, it was back to the wall a little bit, but it's going to be like that. We're defending the 2-1 lead. But like I said, they wouldn't have scored. No way.
Final whistle, your action?
Just, I didn't know what to do. I pulled my calf as well, so I was just sprinting around like a lunatic. I didn't know where to go, what to do. Just hugging each other. It was so hard to explain. Really, really, really hard.
And what happens after that? You obviously lift the trophy, unbelievable celebrations, and then once you walk down that tunnel after you've obviously done the lap of honour and everything. Yeah. It was a good hour and a half, wasn't it, after it happened?
Yeah,
before you went. No, I know, it's great. Where did you go after then? After you've just won the League Cup?
It was a bit poor, to be honest.
Was it?
Because we had the Chinese owners, there was nothing organised.
Really?
Which was absolutely embarrassing.
Right.
Because I go back to my other experience with Cardiff.
Yeah.
Win or lose, there was a gig back at the hotel where we stayed. All the families and people's kids. Yeah. And obviously we lost. We made a good night of it. And then we had an open top bus when we got back. Not an open top bus. We had something on Cardiff Bay for fans to come, and they came in their thousands. So I was surprised being at a Premier League club.
Disgusting.
It was terrible.
Yeah.
Like, absolutely awful. And I thought, how poor. And it was poor from the lads, to be fair. We had me. There was about 6 of us that went out into London. All the others, just some of them got back on the bus. Some went off for a meal with their families. But the heart of that team, I probably don't even have to name the names.
No.
Who was there? I just thought it was poor because it's hell of an achievement.
Massive. For us as fans, it was just huge.
And to not have anything
at the ground, I think that was embarrassing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
At the ground after,
Yeah, I know. I was disappointed because it was so. Because obviously my family came and my friends came, and I met up with them after. I was lucky my agent's offices were opposite at Wembley and literally over the road, so I only had to go in there, and they all went in there. And obviously I had to say bye to them immediately because we were doing our thing, the lads, and I just said, look, I wish there was something, but there ain't. So my mum, my brothers, it was awful. So yeah, it was a bit of an anticlimax. The after bit, we made a good night of it ourselves. The lads that went. Yeah. But something like that is so special. I think you should share that.
Yeah, definitely.
With your loved ones and let a few punters in and just have a laugh. Do you know what I mean? It was just.